you gotta leave? Needing that bad thing for the first time. Why you gotta leave? I can't believe I messed up, but that thing's mine. Why you gotta leave? Got me in the wrong, but I can't find right. Why you gotta leave? And I can't stop thinking about you.
Alright, we got Anthony in the building. Shout out Anthony, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know you kind of familiar with the show. So this show is about if you left someone or someone left you. So we kind of want to know what's your story based on. Is it you leaving someone or someone left you?
It's a bit of both, but it's more.
We got a bit of both. Our last caller we had, he was a little both, and this dude was his savage level was on like 120. I don't even know, you know what I'm saying? But he learned from it, and you know, in this show we show all sides. We show the end results. We show the diversity of like how someone grows and all of that stuff. So, Anthony, give us a little background story on this episode that you had with this female or your partner, whatever.
So this was like this was like my early 20s, I would say.
Okay, early 20s. You fresh off the boat. What's up? Well, so you feeling you vibing?
High school. I'm in my stride right now. This is like life is. I'm out here, like, you know, enjoying girls getting attention. You know how it goes, man. You just fresh you just got a new car and everything.
Oh, you had the new whip.
Traveling was not a problem, and you were like, you feel like you're the ish at the point. You know, feel like you're the shit.
Yeah.
So the story was like, I ended up getting called for a barbecue. I ended up going to a barbecue. It was a friend of ours, and it was like, all right, cool. Was no expectation, nothing really expected of it, because it was a good friend of mine. I know it's probably going to be mostly family there. So anyway,
so this is you meeting her. This is me. I'm just gonna just be skipping process because it was like a. We want the whole story. We want a whole story. So give us the details.
I'm just skipping through periods to get to where it got a little interesting. So this is how me first meeting her. So it was like the barbecue anyway. It seemed this girl, and I was like, yo, to my friend, like, yo, who's that? And he's like, she came with his cousin, but they're not together. It's like a friend of her. I'm like, okay, cool. Pull up on her, introduce myself. You know, I'm feeling myself. We're having a convo. She's laughing. You know, after she starts laughing, you know you're kind of in right there.
Once you get them to laugh, bro. That's the key to their heart. So you unlocking. I feel you.
So that's when she's comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, you see, you playing the gentleman thing. Like at that point, I was thinking I was being a player, but get her whatever.
You had your little suave going on. You was feeling yourself.
Anyway, so she's like, cool. And then, so it was like the barbecue, everyone's getting ready to go. I'm like, yo, you have a ride? She's like, nah, they took the bus here.
Whoa, yeah, you had the whip. You had the new whip.
I was like, oh, for real? I was like, yo, I can give you a ride. Yo, hold these keys, just being. And she's like, what do you mean hold these keys? That's the car. You can, get comfortable. Let me just say later. So you're tripping.
Boy was finessing on 100. Like, whoa. You had a collar? You popped the collar? You're like, what's going on?
So she got in the car. That whole spill, babe. You had a different convo. This is a long time.
Yeah. You got her alone now.
And just before, like, things were just moving, just before it even got to her house, and like walked to the door, and then it was like a hug, but there's a kiss happened. So you're like, okay.
What? Yo, kiss on the first day? On the first met?
On the first day, man. It was like the first day.
I gotta give it up to you, bro.
You got to know that she's single and everything, or she's going through whatever. She was like leaving this dude. She was on the out with a guy. Like, she was out of there. She wasn't really interested anymore. So I was like, whatever. I thought I was gonna say, all right, well, I see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then she was like, she's like, all right, cool. a few hours passed, and this was like we in the morning. She's like, "What are you doing?"
So hold up. So wait. So you drove her home as the gentleman you are.
Right.
You opened the door for her. She got out of the car. You went to the doorstep. You got a little peck. So after that, you drove off, correct?
Right.
So you drove off. So now you just vibing for the night. So you saying she hit you up later in the morning, like
Later
that same night?
Later that, well, it was after 12, so that kind of technically the next day. But, so I was like, all right. I'm like, I'm not doing. I'm still up. I'm chilling. She's like, well, do you want to come back? I was like, huh? And I was like, sure. You don't know what it is. The vibe was just good. It was just good vibe.
Yeah.
So anyway, got back there, was nothing crazy happened. It was just a lot of making out. And then it was like, after that, there was weeks go by. Yes, the smash happened. Like
block delete.
Like a week later after that, and some time go by.
So okay. So you went back to the crib at like 1 a.m.
Around there, it was not like it was around that time. It was around that time.
So y'all was just vibing. You didn't smash. That was the first day too. So you didn't even know her for 24 hours.
Right. So there was no smashing happening. Like, clearly, we get the more chatting. We hanged out in the car. Make out and we can just touching and squeezing. Shorty had a nice body. That's just that's what it got.
She had that juicy fruity, huh?
Right. So like, yeah, weeks go by and then we was like, okay, seeing each other more. It's like, okay, what are we doing? Are we gonna make this a thing?
What you mean a thing? What you said?
Like
a week goes by.
Be my girl,
After a week.
No, not after a week. Like weeks go by. Like
I said, "Oh, you was really foaming over shorty."
This was like that.
Okay, so you ready? So you said I heard you say like you smashed. So you smashed, and now you was just like, "Yo, this shit's too good. I gotta lock it down."
Pretty much.
All right, cool. You like nobody's dipping in this shit. I feel you.
Right. So now. Things like, again, this is how it's speeding up. She's done with the old dude that she was with. I was like, make sure of that before we like got together. Then it was like, all right, well, she's my girl now. And then it was like, first it was like, I didn't know anything about her like that. Like as far as like history, didn't really care to know the history of her.
Yo, that's how you know it's crazy, yo. You. Sometimes your shorty's so pretty, you like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck about your history, bitch. You gonna be my girl.
Yeah. Right. So we pulled up and it was like, I was like, okay, yo, I'm gonna go see some of my boys. You wanna come? And she's like, sure. So I pulled up with my boys' crib. Like, no, just pull up on meet up with my boys. And he was like, they looked at each other kind of awkward. I was like,
so hold up. So wait. So your homeboy said, "Yo, pull up at the crib," and she was at the crib, or you brought her to the crib?
No. Me and her, like, it was like, I hit her up, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna meet up with my boys. We're gonna go, just whatever, hang out. Do you wanna roll?" And she's like, "Yeah." So I picked her up. Me and her drove, meet up with my boy. Then when I got there, I was already pre my boy and telling him like, yo, I got this bag, shorty. Like, yo, I got this bag. They were like, all right, cool.
Hey, you was gassing shorty.
Man, I was out there, bro. Yeah. So
appreciate you, man.
So homie was like, they looked at each other kind of weird, like, that I know you. It was like an awkward high, like what?
All right, so hold up, so you show your boys, you say, yo, bro, I'm about to pull up. I got a baddie with me. Yo, this is my new shorty. You excited at this point, right? She gets out the whip. She sees your homeboy and she's like, oh, and your homeboy's like, oh, so you felt like they knew each other.
Right.
Okay, all right.
So they like, yeah, and he was like, yeah, I know her. He was like, okay, cool. Like being a dude and I know my friends, I was like, hey, did you smash?
You know the homie, if he says, yo, I know, we know each other, you gotta look at your homie twice like, what you mean, fam? What you mean?
You be hurt after that, like you won't even be trusting. Like you're like, you know what this one is. This one's for the dogs, bro. This one's for the streets.
This one's for the street. So now you go to your homies. Did you smash? And what did he say?
He's like, nah, but I know a homeboy that used to date her. He's my best friend. I was like, oh, but I didn't know a homeboy like that. So I was like, okay, that's still a little distant. As long as you didn't smash. He's like, nah. But you know.
Yeah. He's homie smash whatever. You know what I'm saying? That ain't your homie.
Right. So he kind of just like, yo, he had my homeboy. He was telling me, he's like, she had him crazy, like out in the rain, crying crazy. He's like, be careful there.
Yeah, hold on. So wait, So was the pussy good?
Bro, this shit was fire. That was like,
yo, shorty had the voodoo pussy. She said, yo, she had that nigga out in the rain crying. Nigga was like Ray J in the fucking rain. Like, if I had one.
So I was like, okay, what should I do at this point? I'm already like, this is a fresh relationship. I'm like, I don't even want to break it up because I'm enjoying this right now. Like, I'm enjoying this. So, you know what? I take your advice. Yeah, be careful.
So hold up. So your homie say, yo, bro, my homie used to smash, and she had him out in the rain crying like he went crazy over there. So he's like forewarning you.
Pretty much, like very crystal clear.
And you said, so at that point in time, you're like, I don't care, I'm staying with this shit. So you already know.
Pretty much.
So shit was A1.
She was A1, man. And then the thing about it was like, you start, the more the circling, the more you she's around and stuff, and you were introducing to people and like being around different circles, you start to know like, hey, there's a few words on the road about her. Not saying she's a thought or a whore, but she been with quite a few dudes out here.
So you met shorty now, you vibing, but then it's kind of like you going through the circle of, you know, the you know a couple niggas over here, you know a couple niggas in the West, and now it's like, oh, we know her, like she leaving her footprint everywhere.
Right. So being the guy I am, I'm gonna be like, okay, I got a convo with her, and I was like, yo, just tell me straight up now I got, like, there's too much happening that I have to start questioning. Before I was like trying not to question, like, as I ain't really trying to get my head all in the mix. Maybe those guys wasn't doing it right, or maybe something wasn't right. Like, that's what's my vibe on it.
I got you.
So anyway, speed up the story a little bit more. You start hearing like, yeah, you know, she tell me the truth about some of the stuff, and I was like, cool. But she was being loyal, you know. I didn't see any red flags.
So you asked her, was she fucking these niggas before you?
Right.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, this one, that one, but that one, nothing didn't happen. There's nothing like that. We just dated. I was like, okay, like, so you didn't smash? She was like, nah, it was just more of like, he was like a hype guy, like more into popularity kind of thing.
So just like, because you know there's ladies in the chat, so I just want to ask you a question. So does it matter on a girl's past to you, or like to a male? Does it matter on a girl's past? Does that bother them, or does that change the way? Does that change the behavior in the male that she's talking to about the past?
At that time, it meant a little bit. It was you meant a little bit, yes.
So is it more of an ego thing?
I think yes, it might have been. Yes, yeah, for sure, because you don't want you want to be that guy. You're like, yo, I'm that guy. Like, no one has this. You know what I mean? So you start hearing like, hey, she been with a few other dudes, my guy. Just chill out, like.
You so you more saying like, so But I feel like girls are human too, right? They're human just like males. They're allowed to make their mistakes or their share oopsies. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be unbiased as possible, so I don't like to add my opinions in these kind of things. So I just want to hear from your point of view. So for the people on the stream that they can have that dialogue. So you're saying that at that point in time it matters a lot because it's based on ego. Is it based on kind of like you don't want something that everybody's had?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's just straight up ego. It's a straight up the male ego at that point was just like, because remember, like you're thinking, because in my set in this situation was like Shorty was on 10. Like just for a description, she was like a dancer. She was a hip hop dancer, so she has that hip hop body. Like
she was fit,
right?
Yeah, and she was flexible.
Right, and then but she performs, but she be performing around town like it's with her group and stuff. So yes, she gonna meet known type of people. So it kind of at that point it was like cool, but you know what? It don't matter, right? Sometimes I have to check myself. Like it don't matter. She with me, like, but I ain't ready to give up that good yet. Like
you said someone in the chat was saying that a woman needs to carry herself in a good way. So if she's willing if she's wilding in her past, more than likely she has potential to wild in the present. Which
is where we get more into this story.
Semantics.
Which in this situation, some can change, but in this situation, it led to that.
Ooh.
So that's what I'm saying, speeding up the story now. So the next bit of it now, he was like, hey, she's starting to have problems at home and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, she's not getting along with her mom and her stepdad or whatnot. And I was like, cool. And then she was like, what do you think about getting a place together? And I was like, I think back and I was like, well, I'm working like 2 jobs and like, yeah. And she's working too. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's try it out. I never done it. This is like your early 20. I never done it.
So okay, you meet Shorty, y'all popping, you hearing the little stories in the pipeline, but you're like, yo, shit, I'm happy. She's kind of telling me the truth. Well, she seems very transparent to me and I can handle this. Now Shorty wants to move and you at home right now too, and you're like, fuck it, I'ma move and let's do it, right?
Right. So
yeah, and someone else just said in the chat too, but a man's past is important to them too. So did you have a past?
Yeah.
So did she question you about your past?
Well, my past was that she was enjoying my past because my past at that time I was a promoter. I was in the clubs, in and out.
Oh, okay. So you was the nigga. You was the nigga. So she wanted to catch the nigga.
Right.
Got
so,
you.
The hottest parties, the hottest clubs is like, just for some people to know we're in Toronto right now. Like that's where I'm from. So it's like cool. So anyway, so my past wasn't like she was with me, so she wasn't seeing anything from my past. Like my past never. I try to make my past not to come out like that because anyone I'm dealing with in the present should enjoy me to the fullest. That's how I kind of like. I don't disrespect any females.
Yo, word to my mother, yo. I'm gonna start saying that to shorties, yo. You just need to enjoy me at my present, okay? That's it. We ain't talking future. We ain't talking past. You just need to enjoy me in the present, okay, mama? All right, thank you.
That's me being unfair, but that was me then.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Homegirl said, "See, I would have never dated him." Hey. All right, cool. So now we into the moving. So you move in with her now.
Correct. So
okay.
So this is where it started now. So little problems occur as far as like yo, she be wanted to go to certain parties, like, which I'm not, like, yes, I'm a promoter, but I don't need to go to every party. But she be start wanted to be going to a party that was kind of like a certain person was, okay, this is how I give the backstory. We were in the party, a remark was made from her to from one of the other promoters slash DJ kind of.
Okay, so it was another promoter in your field,
Right.
and that you saying that there was another promoter eyeing her too.
Right, but everyone in that club, because after the club is done, they do the money. We all talk and do business together. So he's like, that's my chick, right? So it led from that till he started trying to hit her up on social media now. Then
so he was courting your chick, but knowing that's your chick,
right?
Okay,
and like inviting her to come to different parties or wherever he's doing something different that we're not doing together.
Okay, so if he has enough, so if he has his parties, he's like, yo, pull up to my parties, and she wanted to go to his parties,
right?
So was this when you was having parties, or was it when you was on your off days?
Off day. This was like the off days. So, and I was like, yo, but I get words starting to come out, or I came across something. It was like homeboy be hitting her in her DMs or in her inbox, like, yo, come to this party, you and your friends, like, yada yada. Like, it was like,
so she's a scene girl. Like I say, scene girls. Scene girl means, for the chat, is like she likes to be in the scene. She's like the scene type of chick. She wants to be all in the scene. So she was a scene type of chick.
Right.
So this is when y'all living together now. So you moved out your mom's crib. Y'all got a place together. Y'all.
So you're like, you just want to chill, but it's like, nah, she wanted to go do this thing. But this is where it's like, okay, do I argue and make fun? You know what? I'm like, or should I stop her from not go have fun? Like, I'm not that guy to like, yo, you go have fun. But it was just like the part. It was like, why do you need to go have fun at that guy's party? You already start making remarks. I know what the game is.
The sharks. It's the sharks out here, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be bait. That's it.
Right. So I started explaining to her like about the situation, and she was like, yeah, it's not like that. If I'm with you, I love you. We live together. X, Y, Z. You know the talk. I was like, cool. Okay. So this is where I was like, you know what? I'm that confident. Do your thing. Like, another occasion coming, like, yo, do your thing. You and your girls go.
So you basically saying, yo, it's cool, ma. I trust you. I trust you.
Right.
Right.
Wrong thing I ever done. Worst thing I ever done. It was like, it's starting to become disrespectful now. It was like, this is where the disrespect. After that one party, nothing really occurred. And it was like, I came home one day and see flowers.
Whoa. So you say you came home. Now you already got word out that the other promoter wants your shorty. He's saying, yo, I'm hitting her up. So you know all this shit, and now you're starting to see her go to his parties a little bit more. So you're kind of like, So now you come back to the crib, y'all crib that y'all got together, and you see flowers.
Yeah, well, this is not right after she came after parties.
No, not right after, but like, you know.
Right, so it was just one random day, and I was like, I didn't send no flowers.
Damn.
Did I miss something here? Then it was like, so who sent these flowers? Like, where you get these flowers? Where you get these flowers from? She's like, oh, they were sent to her. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can. That's cool. By
you can see that.
Like, then she's like, yo, I don't know. It was just by, says the promoter's name. DJ slash promoter guy. I was like, what? He's out of pocket now. This is getting ridiculous. My ego and I start to get angry. I'm like, listen, man, I talked to you about this thing. Like, why? This is plain disrespect to my house, to where we lay down together. This is crazy. Like, I don't want no more contact. I've just put my foot down. Like, I don't want you to have nothing to do with this person. And if you do, you're really going against what me and you have here.
Okay, so now you're like, homeboy sent you flowers. Like, listen, shorty, like, whatever y'all have, y'all need to cut it off. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't want the friendship. Like, now it's disrespected. Now it's disrespecting my home, our home, and what we're trying to build. And what was her response?
Her response was like, it's not like that. It's I don't know why he was sending these. It's like, I'm shocked too, but it's not, I promise you it's not like that. Yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm going to say one thing, but I'm going to think something else. You know, right now this is a whole red flag waving in my face, but I'm going to say, I hear you. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. That's it. Like, I don't want to hear nothing more. I don't even want to talk about this person.
Yeah, people in the chat was like, yo, she's defending that shit too quickly. She's lying. Alright. So how was you feeling at this time? Was you feeling like, was you bypassing it, or was you feeling like, yo, there is something happening, or was you just like, alright, fuck it?
No, there's something going on here.
Okay.
Like, in my mind, I'm thinking
Shivers,
red
sorry.
flag. Like that's what and then you start. But this is where you're like, you feel like you're so in love with this chick, and you're so like, yo, you want to make it work. You don't want to be the one to like, okay, cool, you mess it all up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna feel some type of way. My mind is thinking different, but I'm just gonna act like it's cool. Because I'm like, please just make me wrong. For one, I was like in myself, like, yo, make me feel wrong about if there's nothing going on, you know.
So
like,
so at this point, she's pretty much entertaining him. At least that's what you know,
right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, and it's starting to say like there's a few more situations went along in that, and it was like, okay, you know what, this is getting too much between us. You know, this is me saying, I'm like, this is getting too much between us. Like, I'm gonna just go by my mom and chill out for a bit till we work what's going on between us. You know.
All right. So how long was y'all? So at this point, y'all moved in together. How long was y'all in together? A couple months.
I would say at least close to a year, like.
So y'all close to a year. So you said, "Yo, listen, I'm going to my mom. I'm gonna go clear my head. I'm gonna go to my mom." So what you said? You go stay at your mom's house and just crash there?
Yeah,
for a couple of days.
It's not like we didn't keep in communication. It was just like I would just sleep up. You know, I was just like, yeah, checking on you, whatever. See what's going on. You're still trying to work things out, but in that space of time, you're not going to be sleeping in the same bed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, you could have sleep at the couch, but it was like that space, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's like, cool. This is where it gets even more interesting now. It was like after that, and I was like, yeah, let me give it some space. I got a picture sent to me. Homeboy, coming to the party together in his whip.
What?
And I'm home by my mom, trying to be a good guy, all curled up, like crying. Like I wouldn't go crying, but you know what I mean.
So hold up, you say you at your mama's house, thinking out how to make this work, and someone sends you a picture, right? Because you're in the promoting scene, so you know your peers, everybody, your peers in the club scene and stuff. Someone sends you a picture of her pulling up in a car with the guy that sent her flowers.
Right. That had me messed up in a sense, like you're angry, you're sad, and then you just feel like at that point you feel like someone dropped a whole house in your chest. You know.
Yeah, for sure. She got to be a dub at that point. So what did you do?
So anyway, I was like, okay, I pulled up at the crib. I went by the house, she was in there. I chilled. Like, this was like, I would say probably the next day or something. I pulled up.
So does she know you know?
She didn't know I know. So I came to confront her at the house. Like, that was my plan, was like, go pull up at the crib and confront her.
Yeah.
I pulled up, she was in there. It's not like I don't have access to go inside, so I went inside, chill. I'm waiting. And, you know, Okay, a few hours pass. Like, okay, I hear the door. It was she and homeboy walking through the door.
No, no, no.
Man,
Yo, you gotta be kidding me, Fob. Yo,
man,
where's my fucking headphones, yo? Hold on, my shit broke. Hold on.
man.
Yo. Hold up. Hold up, bro. Hold up. What the fuck going on here, y'all?
Man.
So hold up. You say you wait at your crib. You wait at your crib to confront your shorty about something she did last night?
Man.
So you said that. So wait, hold up. Go back, man. I dropped my headset. My bad. My head's gone. So wait. So you was at your crib and what happened?
Man, I heard the door open up. I'm like, okay, cool. And, you know, you're starting to be like, she gonna see you to be surprised, but she walked in, homeboy walking behind her coming. I was like, you got me really fucked up right now. You know, that's
so the
the
promoter guy that was courting her this whole time, he's walking behind her in his crib because she doesn't think you're at home.
Right, because whatever is the story it is, remember, me and her having problems. I'm like, okay, you know, it's that in between, like, okay, are we still together or are we breaking up or whatever the case may be? You know, you still now and then, you get a little smash, but sometimes you guys don't see that each other for like 2 days, but you talk every day.
Yeah, but you're having problems because of this guy in the first place, right?
In the first place, and then it's just me being like not trustworthy in this relationship. Like, I'm trying to be cool, but it was like too much red flags. You got to see how I met her to what's going on, like to this point. That's why it was like the biggest lesson was like, homeboy, man, better be careful. You hear in that point, you remember every single conversation, little single moments when I'm looking at both of them, and it's like a flashback on a story. It's like, yo, you gotta be like. And the biggest words that stuck out to you was your homeboys like, boy, be careful with her, man.
Yeah, that goes back to when you met her and your boy said, yo, she, you know, be careful, blah, blah, blah. She had my nigga out here going crazy.
Right.
That's why he was crying in the fucking rain, bro.
Right.
That's why the nigga was crying out in the rain, because this bitch is Delilah. So, okay, he's walking down, she walks down the stairs, he walking down the stairs. All right, we got visuals now. What happens?
So I was like, first they were shocked. Like, you know, the first instinct, she was like, yo, what are you doing here? Right? Me and him were looking at each other. Like, I hear her, but I was looking at him like, and then she kept saying, like, what are you doing here? I'm like, what do you mean, what am I doing here? Like, this is my place too. I'm on the lease. I'm still paying some of this rent. What are you talking about? You know, what are you talking about? What am I doing here? What is this? So in the sense of it, I stopped. I blacked out.
Oh, what you mean? Wait, hold up, Anthony. What do you mean you blacked out? What happened? You went Chris Breezy on him? What happened?
It was like, okay, so, yes, physical thing. This is one of the biggest parts. A big lesson in my life, like not a proudest moment, but it's a dramatic lesson. I just had to kick both asses, bro. This is fucked up. I'm sorry, but it was like, because I was more on him, but she was hitting me, defending this. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, what is going on here? So my hand went backwards. I don't know if you ever, but you know.
Alright, so you blacked out, you snapped. Yo, shorty violated your crib, she violated you, plus homeboy.
It's over now. Like, there's nothing more about this. This is over. This is out. This is out.
Alright, so So basically, you snap, and then what? You do all that shit, and then you leave.
Yeah, I left, man.
All right,
But I left without being petty though. I had to do some petty shit, man. Got outside and I punched everyone's tire, bro.
you punched a hole in these tires. All right, yeah. All right. So now what happens? You go back to your crib. So what's the end result? What happened?
The end result, like that went over it. Like I just tell myself, like me and her went over it, but I got.
So wait, hold up. So was she fucking the dude or was she going to fuck the dude? I need to know like what was going on.
I would say they've been fucking, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that, but I didn't want to tell you that. So they've been fucking.
Yeah, so like that was just too much right there. It was like, okay, like you know, but to me it was just like you gotta be I learned like you gotta be sometimes careful with these girls, like they're trying to you realize where you are and where this guy are, like it's who has at that sense it was like I'm invested in her to the point it was like you want to chill more. She was liking the limelight. That's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah, she sounds like a scene girl, and then on top of that, you know, you could have thrown your whole life away and could have been up in jail for her while she's still out here fucking niggas.
Right. But
damn,
that was messy, man. That was like your biggest thing, man. It's just like I learned from that. It's like sometimes you hear some red flags, you see some situation, you got to confront these things from her. Man, like I always say,
on the show, sometimes them red flags be looking like roses,
right?
And y'all get it fucked up. And I feel like it's a lesson learned, like especially to the males out here. Like you gotta see those red flags because you know someone comes in your house and stuff. Then it kind of like it's too late because now it's like violation and how you act. You know what I'm saying? You a man at the end of the day, so you know what I'm saying. But I feel like you gotta learn from that and avoid those kind of things, especially when you had a girl like that. You seen a lot of the signs, but you was just caught up in the vajayjay because you like this shit was good, and every nigga that was caught up in that vajayjay had some bad history with shorty.
Man, that was a very. You know, you when that happened, you be out here just after that. I went like even super savage, man. I was just like, I was hurt.
So you was hurt. So you was like, you know, you felt like your heart ripped out on you. Plus now that's your ego. That's your whole manhood. So you just went what? You just went brazy. You just said. So what you mean savage mode? What was you doing?
Well, just at that point, it was just like it's just straight to the point. You know what's up. Like there was nothing more about it. Even if from the baddest ones, it was just like whatever.
So you was just fucking other girls. You said fuck it, no relationship, ain't no feelings. Right. Your heart turned black.
Very. It was very, man. So, but I'm out of that now. So now you just learn from it. Like it was just more like
What did you learn from it? What did you learn?
What
from
I
it?
learned from it is like see the signs, and out here just like you gotta try and know who you're dealing with. You gotta have communication, conversation, talk about different things, like because you be like falling for the wrong one, man, and you will never know what real love is, you know. Because you be just
and don't get caught up in the good for JJ. You saying have fun with it, but don't be moving in with be
part of the package in the conversation and the communication. Because without it, you be looking out elsewhere, you know. But
yeah, good for JJ with no communication on and no nothing is just a toxic relationship.
Bad, man. It's bad for me. But that was pretty much my story, man.
I Anthony, man, I appreciate you being on the show, man. This shit was really good. And we had two crazy guests today, a lot of wows. It was two guys, which is good to hear from. I'm gonna post this episode on YouTube, so I'll let you know, and I'll give you your credits and stuff like that. So we appreciate you, chat appreciates you too.
Man, thanks, man. I appreciate your show, man. It's good. It's good info for the people, man. And like, you know, it's just good to share certain things, man, to get them off your chest.
Yeah, that's why they call me Dr. Zoe, man, because, you know what I'm saying? I'll be the doctor, you know what I'm saying? I'll be healing motherfuckers.
All right, man. Take care, man.
All right.
Everyone, enjoy it. Later.
All right, peace.